Hello, ladies. This is Stacy. I'm on live at Crafty Christian's Corner, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. Gonna try to pull up our comments here. I'll wait for you guys to come on. I'm gonna turn myself down so you can listen to me. Lord knows I do not want to listen to myself. Well, I have had a fantabulous day. Just a fantastic week. A couple of weeks. I've been so busy with, that I posted today in the group with that project that, I was working on. Hey, Tabitha. Hey, Angela. So good to see y'all. I was saying that I've just been so busy. It's been a crazy busy week. But I don't. Hey, Kim, so good to see you, darling. I don't see any end in sight in the busyness. But I am coming to realize that the busyness is a good thing. I'm alive, and God is good all the time, and I get the chance to be with you guys. Excited about that. I did this. We're gonna do washi tape masterboard. Nothing, rocket scientry here. Just putting some washi tape down on a piece of paper. I did a 4x6 index card, and this is what I come up with. You can see all that shininess. I like it. I like the way it turned out. Hi Carrie, good to see you, darling. I went to a barbecue today, and at the barbecue I was talking about this project. And I thought, well, I'm going to go home and I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock and do, an 8.5 by 11, I picked that size for the event, keeping it in a relatively moderate size, but a big enough size that somebody could do something with it, for a swap. If somebody wanted to cut it up into tags or something like that. But I don't see anything wrong with, I tried to go in and change the size for the swap, because I got to thinking, well, some people may not sign up because it's 8.5 by 11. But as long as you're flat, into your post office, they generally, it don't cost more than $1 or $2 at most to send a flat, even a 9 by 10, size envelope. But I thought, well, let me change the size and do a couple of 4x6s, or one 8.5 by 11, or a 5 by 7, or something like that. But Facebook is Facebook, and they wouldn't let me change the event. Hi, Jan. And so I say all this to tell y'all, in the event, I'm going to make a comment in the event and say those parameters, giving people options. So if they want to sign up for this swap, but the size is possibly the, I don't want to do that size. We'll just do a couple of 4x6 index cards, or 4x6 cards. This turned out really nice. I don't have like a jillion amount of washi tape. Let me get my camera here. That's my washi tape. I don't mind showing my desk right now because I cleaned it. Yeah, 9 by 7.5 is good, Carrie. I decided, though, like I was saying, I went to that, where am I? I'll never get this back where it was. Well, I'm playing with this thing. I think I'm paying from Outpost or something. Woo, in and out, in and out. Anyway, boy, I wish I had a camera that would do that. I would love to play with a zoom. In and out, in and out. Okay, I'm going to make everybody dizzy. Oh, hey, Kat. How are you doing? Anyway, I decided on the way home from that barbecue deal that, hey, it would be so fun to do it on a book page. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I have no clue what size this is. I just tore this is a French book page that Mandy sent me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 9 by 5. This is a 9 by 5. So I'm right with Carrie almost on my sizing. And I'm going to set this aside. And I pulled out most of my washi tape. Oh, yes, and I have this pretty stuff. I think my sister gave this to me. And and this has the full, kind of effect on it, and I like that. But this is October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We didn't do an event for that. How shame on us, We should have done an event for breast cancer awareness. I have a friend that was at this barbecue that went through that. God was good and is good, and saved her from that. And she fought and fought, and she's doing so good now. And so I wish we'd have done that. So in keeping with that, I pulled out my blings. I pulled out my pink blings, and I pulled out some halfback pearl little sticker things. And when I get done with this, if I'll quit yakking, I'm gonna embellish with some my breast cancer stickers that somebody sent me. Thank you. I want to say that might have been Sharon Harper. But I'm gonna try to keep. I have these darker washi. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kim. Yeah, we should have done an event. That showcased that and what showed that awareness and whatnot. Hey, Linda, and in fact it was Linda that was telling me, hey, do we have an event? I was like, no, we don't. Shame on us. But I have these darker washi tapes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use my darker ones. I'm going to start with a pink floral, but no, I lied. I don't trust washi tape. I like washi tape, but me and washi tape have this thing where we don't like to stick. So I'm going to start in sections. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you, sweetie. And I'm going to put down some glue on one half of my paper here, and I'll add more glue to the page. And that's how I did that 4x6 card, and I figured that's how I'll do this book page too. Hi, Lynn, so good to see you, sweetie. Weather's better here in my side. Well, you know what? I am gonna put glue over the whole thing, because the way I approach washi boards, Masterboards. I got a new name. It's called Washi-board. No, it's not. It's called a Masterboard. And the way I approach a Masterboard, I don't know about you guys, but I like to work on the whole surface at one time, in that I don't go one corner and work my way over. I'll work on this corner and in the middle. I'm just everywhere. And, so is my life, right? So I'll just tear off a little strip, and I like to come off of my page edge just a little bit, and I go back and cut it off. That way I think I'm gonna put some over here too. And I love a rough tear, because I'm a vintage thing. I love that. I've got this wider washi tape. Got this stuff on Amazon, and I'm gonna tear this into pieces. And I'm going to put a little piece there. I like the way that book page is coming through on that. And we'll put that one there. I've got this other wide piece. This one says butterfly on it. I really love this one. I'm going to have to order more of this washi tape. I've almost ran out of... Yeah, glue. I definitely glue is the key to this project. In that, not trusting the washi. Washi just doesn't. Sometimes and even if it sticks for the minute, it'll come up. I got this washi tape somewhere. I want to say from Wish. Sheen. And it's got like a film or whatnot on it. I really don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why it has that. Anyway, it's like a sticker, but it's a washi tape. I don't know. We're going to try this. I liked it because it was the alphabet in a cool, like, Victorian look. But I've never seen a washi tape where it has the backing on it. But whatever. Well, I'm going to use it anyway, and we'll see how it goes. I used it on that other project, and it seems to be sticking down just fine. And let me pick out another. Oh, I love this gold foil washi tape. I've watched a couple of videos. One was some dude. I'd never seen a guy crafting, and but he was doing a Washi Masterboard, and his approach was a little bit like mine, but he was more methodic, you know, with working. Oh, this washi's really giving me a fit, but I want to use it, so I'm gonna deal with it. Well, am I? No. Me and that washi are having a divorce. Okay. Now, I like this gold washi. It's a rose gold and adds that pop. And, but, you know, any color scheme you have going on, like I said at the beginning, this isn't a project that's going to blow your mind. You know what I mean? It's just putting down washi tape on a cardstock or whatever you got going on, and so it's real easy, but it's very. I love the end result, and I wish I had with that project I just got through with, that steampunk thing. I really wish I had made a washi tape thing using my dark colors, and that would have been fun, and made a pocket with it or whatever. I was looking at those today and thought, ooh, I should have done that. But Lord knows if you saw that journal, he could not take one more morsel of ephemera, pocket, nothing. That thing was stuffed full. But I sure had fun making it. But I hope, and if you're not crafting along with me, then I hope that you will, and then show us what you do. I like this, for an event. Really mainly because it's flat. It's not a bulky situation, and I think that's a good thing for swaps, in mailing things out. This is a little dark, but it's got some pink. I don't know. I'm gonna hold off on that. And I got this for like 50 cents at Walmart. It says Scotch brand washi tape. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love this one. I'm going to stick somewhere right smack in the middle. Hey, Lori. Good to see you, sweetie. So glad you're here tonight. I don't know if you have your washis out, crafting with us, getting it done. I may add more of that. I like it. I have this bright pink, but I think this magenta is a little wowy for the effect I'm going for. I like this pinkish polka dot a lot, and I'm going to stick that smack in the middle. But this is just kind of how I approach a Masterboard, just all over the place. Well, that's kind of how I approach every project I do. All over the place. There is no... I think it was Carrie that was telling me earlier how she's got everything organized. I'm like, oh my goodness. No, ma'am. There's no organization going on in my world. Yes, and the whole thing with the pink, I was thinking, is the breast cancer awareness. trying to maybe make one that was a lot of pinks in it, and thinking that, showcase that. I am disappointed in myself for not thinking of a swap for that. Truly, I am. Sorry, ladies. Needed to do that. But I've got those bling stickers, and somebody mailed this to me, and I'm gonna tell you what, they were smart. It was Yaffa Myers. She mailed me all this washi tape, and she flattened it like that and mailed it to me. She sent me quite a bit. Thank you, Yaffa. I think she's away out of town. She may not be on. But she sent me a bunch of washi. But I know the washi tape that Yaffa sent me because it's always flat. I'm like, ooh, Yaffa sent that to me. It's flat. And I really like the way that book page comes through on this. It's really extra cool. And I just keep working. And I'm looking through my... Well, I'm not going to put print on top of print. But I like this one. I got this vintage in a set. This vintage washi tape from Amazon. And it came in like a 3-pack. I'm going to tell you what. I have really enjoyed this washi. I mean, I'm telling you. Fun. Nice washi. Like the vintage vibe on it. And I have some clear washi, but I think I'll look into that towards the end. I like this little mint green. I'm going to add a little pop in here somewhere. And just, I saw a post from somebody in another group. She was like, well, she was second guessing herself, and gosh knows I do that all the time. But she said something, and it just made me comment to her. Everybody's art is unique and amazing, and I love that about our group. And when you get crafts like this that are, like eclectic, I guess, for lack of a better term, you really see somebody's artistic abilities, and I love that. It just makes me smile. And I'm gonna put this sideways, and I'll put that way, and I just lay down the washi, and it's just that simple. And then this is the swap, the Masterboard swap. And like I said, it says in the description of the event, it says to do an 8.5 by 11 page. And I when I was doing the event, I thought, well, that's a good size to that gives somebody something to work with, but I had some thoughts afterwards, thinking, well, maybe I should have made it, smaller, things or whatever, smaller projects. So I'm going to go back and post, make a comment, to do especially after doing the index card that I did. I liked the way that turned out, and I'm thinking that a couple of index cards would be really cool, and easy to send. I think you can even get those in a legal envelope. So I think, no, I've already got enough of that. I'm going to put some more of this. I love this glitter. Hi, Stacy. Nice to see you, sweetie. Love this glitter. And, you know, if Walmart's got it on clearance, that means they're discontinuing it. So, I better not fall in love with this stuff. I probably can't get it no more. But I like the whole, you know, that kind of effect to my Masterboards. But I sure like the way this glitter washi sits on the paper and adds some spark and whatnot. Let me see. What do I want to do? I want some more of this. I love this. I'm running out of this too. I don't know where. I think I got this at Michael's. It was one of the first things I bought when I started buying craft supplies in December. When in December it's going to be a year. I've been junk journaling. Well, hey Barbara, nice to see you. It's going to be a year. And I've scrapbooked for like 20 years. But junk journaling is a new venture for me. And I can't believe it's been a year already. And I'm telling you, it is life to me. It truly is. I mean, I live, eat, sleep, and breathe it. I love it. Again, some more of this vintage washi. You know me and my vintage. And I think I've just about got this done. And I love the torn looks to it. So we'll see how washi goes on top of washi. I may have to grab some glue. I don't know. She's looking pretty good. Oh, I'm going to set that aside. I need a little spark. I've already covered the whole thing. But I'm going back and I'm adding little pieces to add pops. And again, this is just my interpretation of how I do a Masterboard. I'll cover it and then go in and I don't want to cover up that word butterfly, but I like that polka dot. I love polka dots and florals, or stripes and florals. And oh, I didn't use any of my gold foil. We're gonna do another one, and I'm gonna use, look, I didn't use any of this. I need to use it. Alright. And I'm just dragging my washi on top of that scotch. And I'm just layering more little tears of washi on here. And I think I got this done here, except I'm glued down to my page, my board. And as you can see, I need to trim around my edges. And let me do that. I like to hang over my Masterboards just because I don't know. That's just the way I do it. I don't know. My grandmother used to cut this pan in half. Or she used to cut her hams in half. And I always thought that's the way you did it. Only to find out she cut her ham in half because her pan wasn't big enough. It wasn't it wasn't because that was the recipe. So I'm not this is just how I do it, girls. I'm not saying that's the way to do it. Oh my goodness. When I found out my grandmother, it wasn't part of the recipe, I was like, oh, or another goober. Speaking of my grandmother, I used her zipper on that cover for that steampunk journal. I cannot tell you how proud I am to be using that antique zipper. Now, I used this this book page, and you know it's kind of flimsy, right? But when you add the washi on it, it adds that sturdiness to it, and makes it, you know, gives it some stability. But like that 4x6 card, that's real, you know, real sturdy. And then if you use cardstock, then, you know, you're not even dealing with that issue. And I thought about taking 2 book pages and gluing them together, but then I thought, well, let me try it this way and see just how sturdy it is. This may be something that I won't want to make. I don't know. I may not want to make tags with this. I might want to use it on a cardstock. Yeah, see, this washi's coming up. This one is too. Get some glue down. See, can't trust washi. I'm not going to say it's like a man. I shouldn't say that. Only the men I find. My picker's broke. So I just craft. That's what I do. Alright, we're going to trim this off. And everybody's got different washi tapes, right? So can you imagine what our swaps are going to look like? How fun they're going to be, and so creative. You know, giving us just something that you're just not going to have. You know, a lot of people got the same kind of paper, or the you know, same kind of inks, and you know, we've all, you know, kind of got around about the same stuff. But no, I mean, hardly ever does somebody have, oh, I got, you know, every once in a while you might find somebody, oh, I got that washi or whatnot. But most of the time, I mean, everybody's got different washis, right? And so it lends itself to, let me cut this sliding down. And you can see a little better, maybe. Oops. I'll do one. Yeah. And that way it's not so bright. And I don't know, I like it. I like it. I really like the way the book page comes through. Actually, the book page is this way, but it doesn't matter with the Masterboard. And I like this. I really do. And then let's look at maybe some embellishing on this. I pulled out some of my clear stickers. Yeah, I love the glitter washi. I pulled out, thank you, Tabitha. I pulled out some of these clear stickers, and I thought about putting some greenery on it and some flowers. And I got these vintage ladies. My sister gave me a slew of these clear stickers, and I'm gonna turn that back up. And I'm gonna look at, because they're clear, I can lay them down and kind of see what's going on, and see if I like it. I don't know if I like the ladies. Oh, I do, sort of. I think she needs a darker dress on. They're kind of retro. They're vintage, but they're little retro-ish. I don't know, they're kind of cool. And my sissy gave me these. She's cute with their little 50 cents label. I don't know. I don't know if I like the ladies. The ladies might have to go. I haven't decided yet. But I have some clear florals, and put those down. I like this bigger one. This little daisy. And or maybe I like, oh, did you? I'm going to sign up for the bucket list this week. I haven't done that in a while because I've been so busy. If I can't, I like that pretty good. And I got this other. Anyway, I'm going to embellish on top of this. I'll probably, by embellishing, I'll want to be a little bit more mindful when I cut it. You know, it'll keep me. I got that little bird. And I got this little, I can't really see that, so no. Let me look at these others. Yeah, the bucket list game is fun. I love it. I really enjoy that game. And I think everybody else does too, honestly. It's everybody really gets involved in, look at that pink rose. I think I'll put that there. Here's some orangish like flowers. Let's see what that's going to look like on here. No, it's not. Maybe I like this better. I do. So I'm going to add some of those on there. And I'm going to add some more greenery. And the washi's sticking to me everywhere. Can't get it off. Lord. Okay. Now, I just use my awl. I use my pokey tool for everything. And, man, these clear stickers, oh my goodness. I have a time with these things sometimes. But I said a prayer before we started tonight because I knew I was going to be messing with them. And I said, Lord, please let me get these stickers off. So, let me take that. So that's how that looks there. I kind of like that. And, you know, it doesn't yell at you. But at the same time, it adds a little embellishment, you know, because they're clear. But I say, you know, it doesn't matter if you embellish or not. You just laying the washi tape down alone is the craft, you know. But you know, I can't. Oh my gosh, I got to go all the way and over. I mean, good Lord, did you see that journal I made? I just can't do anything. It's a character flaw that I have, guys. Seriously, I'm working on it. But I just like more. I think that'll be on my tombstone. She liked more. Okay. Now this is like a washi tape sticker. And I like to use my little pokey tool because it gets underneath there better than I can with my fat fingers. And I'm not going to use that one. I don't like it. And I like this big daisy thing here. And then I want to use my breast cancer awareness bling stickers. And I like this. Let me show you so far. See, I got my sticker there, and and it doesn't overpower anything because they're those clear stickers. And I got my greenery there. I really like that. And my little bird. I'm going to add another strip of green somewhere. Up here somewhere. And then I'm going to get my breast cancer awareness stickers. And I'm going to see where I might want to put those. I really like the greenery on there. That looks better than all of it, I think. I really do. And, oh, I got this little butterfly too. Do I want to use that? No, there's too much. See? I gotta do more. No, I don't. Alright, and then I've got my breast cancer sticker here. Thank you. I think it was Sharon Harper that sent that to me. And I'm going to find a place to put that. And then if I cut this, let's say I cut it into a card, I cut it right there. That just says that's enough, you know. And or I make a pocket out of it, and like for this one, I could make a pocket and cut it off right here, and that would be the pocket. Or let's see, how would I do it? I'd cut maybe that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this alone, and we're gonna call that our washi board on a well, thank you, Cheryl. I put this washi board, I put this on a size 9x5. I just used a French, any book page, but mine happened to be a French dictionary page that I'd gotten from Mandy. But I like the book page that shows and pops through on it. I did that. But having said that, Cheryl, this was done on a 4 by 6. I'm out of there. A 4 by 6 index card, and it made a cute, lovely little washi board, little mini washi board. But the swap says to do an 8.5 by 11 page, but I'm going to amend that and post in the event that you could send a couple of 4 by 6 cards, or you could do one 8.5 by 11 page, or you could do a 5 by 7 page. Going to be real flexible, excuse me, with that, so that ladies will, be more inclusive with those that maybe don't want to do the 8.5 by 11. The last time I did a washi board swap, I did do. I like this paper. I love this back. I'm going to cut this in half. And let's see, what time is it? Where am I at? Oh yeah, only 7:30. I got plenty of time. So I'm going to cut this in half, or thereabouts. And I bet if I did it at 6, it'd be in half. Oh, that's my scoring. And this is going to be, I'll do another little small washi board. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7.5 by 7.5 by 6. And that's how it ended up. This is the front page to that Stamperia Dream. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the back of my washi board, and this, or my Masterboard. Oh my God, why do I keep saying that? This is going to be the back of my Masterboard, and this is going to be the front. So this is what I'm going to put my washi tape with. And I'm going to introduce something that I don't normally do, and that's my dark colors. And so let me get those out. I'm gonna go outside my box, and I'm gonna start out with my glue stick. And I'm going to put my glue stick down because I don't trust the washi. And it just doesn't behave. I don't know. I don't know why they don't put better glue on washi. I guess because I don't even know why it's called washi. My grandson asked me that. I was like, son, I don't know. I think it would be called masky, like masking tape. I don't know. Don't ask me. So, and see, like this washi, it's hardly even sticky, but I like it. It's a pretty washi, and it's got some salmon like color in it. It's got a red and some pink and some teal. And I just tear off smaller pieces at a time, and This is a like a dull gold, and I think I'm gonna use that as opposed to that rose gold thing. I don't know why this washi doesn't want to come off, but I'm gonna try to make it come off. If you can't tell, I haven't used this. I don't know, this one's not working. I got that for 50 cents at the Wally World, so that would probably be why. It's probably old as the hills, and that's why they were selling it. But I love this one too. Another piece I got from the Michaels. And no rhyme or reason to the way to how I'm sticking something. And like this one is a wider. It's not real wide, but it's a little. So I'm gonna cut it in half and put a piece over here. I'm gonna put a piece right there too. And then this has some teal and some dark in it. I like that. Let me cut off a strip and kind of work with it. Ripping and tearing. I like this one. I might use another little strip of it. But I find Masterboards to be one of the most relaxing things on the planet. I love them. I truly enjoy doing a Masterboard. But if I overthink it, Lord knows, I'm a good overthinker. It's another character flaw of mine. So I'll sit here and hem-haw about a Masterboard. And I find that when I just start laying down and not thinking about it, I like it better. That's my take on a Masterboard. This is pretty. I got that. You can see it's flat. So I got that from Yafa. A good friend. She's a sweetheart. I like this one a lot. I'm going to do it again. And then I've got this blue, this little thin blue glitter one. And I think that'll look good on here too. Again, really going to have this one does not have a lot of sticky to it. So I want to lay down. Hi, Terry. Yeah, I know. Overthinking Masterboards is something I used to really do. I would sit there and hem-haw about it forever. But I find if I will just start laying down and don't think about it, it looks better. I like the blingy. And then here's another one. Got that from Yafa. See how it's flat? Reminds me of her. She is a sweetheart. And I love it because when I see the flat washies, it reminds me of her. So I'm like, oh, say a little prayer for her. Yeah, you know, maybe that's true. Maybe the glitter ones don't stick as well. You know, that's why I laid down a level of... now, you're going to be here all day when you got these thinner washies, but I don't mind it. myself. But yeah, I laid down that. Oh, Angela, please, posters. Cannot wait to see it. Yeah, it's fun. I find Masterboards to be completely, utterly relaxing. So relaxing. And I've got this black with the little pink flowers. I'm losing my sticky. So let me put down some more glue. I'm just going to put down my glue all over the place and keep rolling. But, and then like I said, everybody's got different washies, right? We'll see everybody's take on it because of their beautiful washies, you know. And then here's another pretty one that's dark. This is way outside my comfort zone, gals, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I don't usually work with the darker colors. And I'm going to look at some of this gold. I know it's not dark, but I love this gold with the green. This mint kind of green. So I'm going to introduce some of that and see if I can add a little dimension to this. I've got a little pile of washi that I tear off and the ends. Well, I like that. I like that right nice. This is some pretty washi. And what else do I have? And this little, here's a purplish piece. Let's add that in. With the full, like, gold to it. If I can find the end. Here it is. That one's real see-through. I think I'm gonna call that one it. Let's add some of this pretty pink with the gold. I can't keep it. I can't keep myself from the pink. Have to use it. Add a little color to it. Yeah, there's so many crafts that you can use your washi with, you know. I've been wanting to do this swap for a while. Just, this was the timing on it. And let me go back to this one. And I'm going to go back. I love this one. So I'm going to go back and use some more of this. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to take that one off. Because that piece was there. And just lay it down. It's really easy. Since I'm going to go washi on washi, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this. And let's introduce some of this because it's kind of clearish. And add a little dimension because I'm in love with this washi. I've never used it before tonight, but I really like it. Me and this washi we're gonna have some fun. And put down. Yeah, because this isn't my style, I don't know that this is one of my favorite Masterboards, actually. I like the pinks and the... Let me put down some of this. I'm going to try to add some elements that make me go, ooh. And see if I like it better. That's why the steampunk was very difficult for me, because it's not something I was accustomed to. But I think overall I wound up liking the project. So it told me that if I go outside of what I consider to be my comfort zone, you never know what can happen. I do like that better. This one has more of a brown tint to it. And I put down running the glue on it so it'll, especially since I'm going washi on washi. Hi, Sharon. I don't know if I like this one. Jury's still out on it. I'm going to cut off a smidgen of this. I'll run the glue on this. And I'm going to try to add some elements in there that I like. I think I'm going to leave this alone for a minute. And let me see if I can get this up off the table. And there we go. I don't know. This is a mess. But you could go more uniform instead of tearing little strips or little pieces like I did. You could go, you know, everybody's so creative, you know, and do it in the fashion, you know, that suits your creative, abilities or desires. That's why I enjoy the swaps as much as I do, because when I went to do that steampunk thing, I went through my swap box, and I pulled out a bunch of swaps that fit in that. They weren't necessarily steampunk, but they were in that kind of, they fit in that journal. And I love swaps. They are tremendously fun to me, because I get your take on the same craft I just made, and it's so fun, to get that, and then of course it's always fun to get Happy Mail, and as opposed to my Chariot electric bill. Oh my Lord, me and that electric company. But living in Texas, that electric bill is crazy. Can you stop on the Washi? Did you type that wrong? I don't understand that. Oh, can you stamp? I don't think, I don't think you can stamp on Washi. Honestly, I don't. I don't know. This isn't too bad. If I cut it up and I use it, I think I'm going to add some elements to it. Oh, that's my daughter calling. I do not know why she's calling. She knows I'm on a live. If I add some elements to it, I think I'll like this better. But I'm just not a dark person. I like this. This is me, okay? This, let me do it that way. This just sings to me. The pinks and the vintage, like the numbers, the book page, and I really like the stickers I used to embellish this with. This one, these say, oh yeah, to me. This one, I don't know. It's a Washi Masterboard. It is indeed. Like the back. I don't know if I like this, but that is how you make a washi tape Masterboard. I think, for the most part, I had volunteered on our team to do this tutorial. So I think when I entered this event, I'm thinking, oh, everybody knows how to do this. But some people may not. I just assumed that it was a self-explanatory type event. But I said I'd do something, and if I say I'm going to do it, I do it. So this is the tutorial on your, what if we added some of that in there? You know what I mean? I add some more of these vintage elements to it. And I think, yeah, I'm going to make this work for me. But this is your, but like I was saying, I wanted to do this tutorial first because I said I would. Second, for those of you who maybe have never seen a washi tape Masterboard, maybe, yeah, you know what washi tape is, but you just weren't, kind of sure of yourself as to how to approach it or everything. And it just there's no rules. That is the best thing about junk journaling and about paper crafting. There are no rules, and if you make a mistake, I mean, Lord knows, girls, on that project I just did, I glued down a pocket, this thing that was supposed to be a pocket. I mean, oh my Lord, it's on an important page. But I put a doily on it, and I put some stuff around it. It worked out. It's okay. I freaked out for, probably an hour or two, but I didn't have to, because the truth is there are no mistakes in paper crafting. There are no rules. It's just this fun, creative, flowing process that brings joy and beauty, and as it relates to swaps, then you have fun getting somebody else's creative, skills. And how fun is that? I mean, it's a great world we live in Crafty Christian's Corner, I say. you know, what a wonderful world. And so you guys go and sign up for your swap. And it's going to be the Washi Tape Masterboard swap. And get you a partner and go to town. Make you 1, 2 Masterboard. Get you 1, 2 partners. I don't know. 20 partners. I'm not kidding. But, you know, get in there, get involved, and just jump in and do it. It is fun as it can be. And I'll be coming next week. I'm doing the shabby chic. Well, they're not called shabby chic. They're called shabby fall leaves. And let me show you real quick. I bought these leaves at the Walmart, but you can get them. And look, they were $1. They were $1.14 for 4 leaves, and they come with these little metal pieces here. But I'll probably cut those off. But I'm planning these gorgeous fall shabby leaves, and you're going to need your lace and your halfback pearls. You know, if you like that. Maybe some bling, your fall papers or ephemera, and that's what we'll do next week. Next Sunday, we'll do that. Well, I am so glad, Barbara. I would love to see what you're going to do, and you know, sign up for the swap, and get you a partner. I used my heart punch that I got from Sold by Michelle, and what if I added? I don't know. I don't know if anything's going. I don't know if I like that one. That one may just end up, I don't know where it's going to end up, but you know, I don't know, do I like it? Not right now, but maybe I will later. But y'all sign up for the swap, and next week we'll do the shabby fall leaves. We may have a surprise. I can't say what exactly. Maybe another person doing a live coming soon, but I won't say for sure. But it's very, very possible that we have a new person doing lives. And I am so over the top excited about it. And so, but I'll let her tell you that. I won't steal her thunder. And I've just had a blast with you guys tonight. I don't know if I'm over. Yes, I'm on. Oh, I'm right there. 8:01. Can't get better than that. I have had a blast. When I get off these lives, girls, I am like walking on a cloud. I'm feeling good about myself, about life. It is fun. It is fun to be with y'all. I enjoy Sunday nights with y'all. And so y'all go and get yourself blessed, or be blessed, and get yourself, go crafting, and show us what you got. Post on the page, and sign up for the swap. And I will see y'all guys on the next live and on the page. If you need me for anything ever, I am 1 p.m. away. All you got to do is personal message me, and I'm there for you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.